This is a computer case. Allegedly. Teenage Engineering is a company known for the OP1, a field portable synthesizer. It even comes in Bardcore. They also make mixers, recorders, wooden dolls, whatever the hell this is, and PC cases. And their latest is the Computer 2. It's a single sheet of molded plastic that hungers for mini ITX components. It's the computer case you can't buy. Unless you got $9. Or Dylan sneaks you one out of the warehouse. Thanks, Dylan. I'm going to put one together, but first I want to see what's in the box. You've heard the phrase reading tea leaves, right? Well, this is reading included accessories, and they're screaming to go find the manual. Fortunately, there's a PDF on the website with 18 steps. And I'll try to follow some of this poorly. Step 1 is clipping off this handle. It's thick, rigid, yet flexible. And while that might sound like a winning dating profile, it could be a problem later on. Maybe not. We'll find out. Up next is installing these little silicone feet. Didn't really have to fight with them. They just popped right in. Hey, look, a company logo. Hashtag not sponsored. Now, I told Teenage Engineering I was working on an ARM digital workstation, which I am. So in goes the 06 development board from Rosda, 12 cores, 16 gigs of RAM, and a backplate that attaches with friction. And oh, getting the motherboard installed is a little dicey. You really have to push down on these posts to secure it, and even then I had to break out my Noctua stick for some bonus leverage. I never thought I would get to use this again. But this motherboard is secure. Not really aligned with a backplate, but maybe that'll work itself out. Up next is a power switch that can only be described as that's one way to go about it. Like any other case switch, you just got to make contact, and this is what they came up with. The system LED is slightly more elegant. Pop these guys in place, a long leg goes to positive, plus a little arts and crafts. Who remembers 80mm fans? This is the one I could find in the house. This side towards enemy, and I can squeeze in the fan mounts. Not as easy as the feats, but not too bad. Should get a nice friction fit when I push down. That's not going anywhere. Now this is where I would install a power supply if this ARM board needed one. You get 4 mounting holes and a spot for the air intake, but I can power this over USB-C, so I can skip this step. But how about a single slot GPU? First, I need to clip out this bracket and install these. You know, the other Swedish company includes Allen wrenches. I'm just saying. All right, that kind of keeps the GPU in place-ish. Time to connect the LED and power switch. We're just going to call it a mechanism. Now we get to make a computer burrito. Right after I get rid of this backplate. Yeah, that's hopeless. This was pretty painless for the most part, but I did have to break out the needle nose a couple of times. And remember to be careful with these big clips. They can bite, but a small blood sacrifice is part of any successful PC build. Now it's time for this handle. That's got to fit on that. And it does. Eventually. It should clip right into the top, and there's our handle. The case is a lot more rigid than I was expecting it to be, and that's a good thing. Shame about the backplate. But the top is well ventilated, plenty of air, and whatever drink you spill can get right at the GPU. But I have to try that Rube Goldberg of a power button. Haha, love it. Best part of the case. End case might be a bit of a stretch. Hey, it's a little early for GPU sag. And I really don't want to give up on this backplate, but it's just not happening. But it's a solid container that is well ventilated. I just don't know if I'd want to keep a PC in it. Let me know what you think down in the comments. And if the answer is no, undoing all the clips is way easier, so it's got that going for it. Bit of an edit. One of those easy to remove clips went ballistic while taking the case apart a second time. And seriously, no joking around. Wear eye protection when unsnapping the case. Back to you, Past Vin. Thanks, Other Vin. So is it okay to really like the idea, but not the product? A single sheet PC case? Brilliant. Polypropylene? Maybe not so much, but you have my attention. Show me what you can do for $20 instead of $9, because the Computer 2 is more of a novelty that's kind of hard to recycle. There's a good idea in here, but I'm not keeping a pricey dev board in it, so that's the end of this experiment. But don't worry, I'm sure someone's going to do an exhaustive, hard-hitting, in-depth review of a $9 PC case that was given away for free. And I look forward to watching it. And I hope you enjoyed watching this, the opposite of that. And I'm going to be keeping an eye out for Computer 2 Take 2. I Want to Believe edition. Prove me right. But that's going to do it for this one. So I want you to get out there and make something awesome.